Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my presentation. Let me start by saying a few words about my own background. My name is Abhijeet, and I am doing BSc in Medical Biotechnology from Galgotia University. Few days ago, my first exam has been completed, and I am from Delhi, and my age is 19 years old. And as you can see on the screen, our today topic is the diverse pathogenicity of Babesia parasites in dogs. We all cover in this topic are the diversity of Babesia species, pathogenicity of Babesia in dogs, transmissions, and life cycle of Babesia. And fourth point is clinical manifestation of Babesia infections and diagnostic approaches for Babesia, treatment and management of Babesia, conclusion and future directions, research directions. Sorry, the future of Babesia management. And the last one is embarrassing the complexity of Babesia. So we start with the diverse pathogenicity of Babesia parasites in dogs. Babesia parasites are tick-borne protozoan pathogens that infect a variety of host species, including dogs. While these parasites share a common genus, they exhibit a remarkable diversity in their ability to cause disease in canine hosts. Diversity of Babesia species. There are three types: Babesia canis, Babesia gibsoni, and Babesia conradi. First one is Babesia canis, highly pathogenic, causing severe potential life-threatening disease in dogs. And Babesia gibsoni, smaller in size but also highly virulent, leading to anemia and organ failure. And third one is Babesia conradi, relatively new species with an uncertain but potentially serious pathogenic profile. Pathogenicity of Babesia in dogs. First point is hemolytic anemia. Babesia infection causes the destruction of red blood cells, leading to severe anemia. And second point is organ damage. The parasite can invade, damage vital organ, including the liver, kidney, and spleen. And third point is inflammatory response. Babesia triggers an intense inflammatory reactions, which can further harm the host. And fourth point is mortality risk if left untreated. Babesia infections can be fatal, especially in young, old, or immunocompromised dogs. Transmissions and life cycle of Babesia. Tick feeding. First point is tick feeding. Ticks acquire Babesia parasites by feeding on infected hosts. And the second point is parasite development. The parasite multiply and develop within the tick bodies. And the third point is tick transmissions. Infected ticks then transmit the parasites to new canine hosts during subsequent feedings. Babesia टू host life cycles होते हैं. Babesia two host life cycles. Babesia parasites have a complex life cycle. Babesia parasites have a complex life cycle that includes both sexual and reproduction in the tick vector and asexual reproduction in the mammalian host. Sexual reproduction in the tick vectors. During a blood meal, the tick ingest gametes that undergo sexual reproduction to form infectious sporozoites. And the hapto2 genes is expressed during the in vitro induction of sexual stages in B bovis parasite sexual stages. B bovis parasite sexual stages can be induced can be induced can be induced in vitro by decreasing the temperature to 26 degrees Celsius and adding xanthoric acid to the culture media. Asexual reproduction in the mammalian host. During a blood meal, a Babesia infected tick introduces sporozoites into the mammalian host, such a white-footed mouse. The sporozoites enter erythrocytes and undergo asexual reproduction or budding, which is type of reproduction that doesn't involve the fusion of gametes or change in the number of chromosomes. The offspring produced by a sexual, the offspring producing by a asexual reproduction and genetically, physically identical to each other or clones of their parents. The mm, sorry for the disturbance. The sexual phase of Babesia life cycle typically takes place in ixodid ticks, which acquire and transmit the parasites during their blood meals. Clinical manifestations of Babesia infections: fever, lethargy, jaundice, neurological symptoms. Fever. Dogs with Babesia often experience high fever as the immune system responds to the infection. Lethargy, severe anemia, and organ damage can leave infected dogs feeling weak and fatigued. Jaundice, the breakdown of red blood cell, can cause a yellowing of the skin and mucous membranes. Fourth point is neurological symptoms. In some cases, Babesia can affect the nervous system, leading to tremors, seizures, or coma. Diagnostic approaches for Babesia: microscopy, serology, molecular techniques, clinical diagnosis. Microscopy: examining blood smears under a microscope to detect the presence of Babesia parasites. Serology: detecting antibodies against Babesia using serological tests like ELISA or IFA. Molecular techniques: using PCR to amplify and detect Babesia DNA in blood or tissue samples. Clinical diagnosis: evaluating the dog's symptoms and medical history to support a Babesia diagnosis. Treatment and management of Babesia. First point is antiparasitic drugs. Second point is supportive care. And third point is vector control. So we discuss about first point: medication like imidocarb, dipropropionate, or diminazine acetate are used to kill the Babesia parasites. Second point is supportive care. Fluid therapy, blood transfusions, and other supportive measures help manage the clinical signs. And third point is vector control. Tick prevention and control are crucial to prevent reinfection and future transmissions. Conclusion and future research direction. First point is ongoing challenging, and second one is vaccine development, and third point is epidemiological monitoring. First point: ongoing challenges, dealing with the drugs resistance, improving diagnostic methods, and understanding the host parasites interactions. And second point is vaccine development. Researchers are exploring the potentially for effective vaccines to prevent Babesia infections in dogs. And third point is epidemiological monitoring, closely tracking the distribution and prevalence of Babesia species to better understand their spread. The future of Babesia management: improved diagnostic, novel treatments, effective vaccines, and integrated control. Improved diagnostic: rapid, accurate, and affordable tests to detect Babesia infections. Novel treatments: new drugs and therapeutic approaches to combat drug-resistant strains. Third point is effective vaccines. Vaccines that can prevent Babesia infections and protect canine host. And fourth point is integrated control, combining drug treatments and vector management and immunization strategies. Our last topic: embarrassing the complexity of Babesia. There are 3 points: parasite diversity, vector dynamics, and host response. Parasite diversity. Understanding the unique characteristics of different Babesia species is key to developing targeted interventions. And second point is vector dynamics. Investigating the complex interactions between ticks, Babesia parasites, and canine hosts is crucial. Host response, exploring the host immune responses and factors that influence disease severity is an ongoing challenging. Note the list, but we are discuss about summary of the overall PPT. Babesia parasites are protozoal parasites that causes babiosis or tick-borne infections in dogs. The consequences of Babesia infections can range from mild illness to acute diseases that can be fatal. Different species of Babesia can be infect dogs, including Babesia canis, Babesia gibsoni, and Babesia anne. Babesia canis, a large blood parasite that can cause hemolytic anemia, thrombocytopenia, and other conditions. It has three subspecies: B. canis vogeli, B. canis canis, and B. canis rossi. B. canis vogeli is found in the United States. B. canis is transmitted by Dermacentor reticulars in Europe, and B. canis rossi is transmitted by Hemophysalis elliptica in South Africa. Babesia gibsoni, a small body, a small blood, a small blood parasite that is the most common Babesia in North America. It is transmitted by Hemophysalis by spines, by Spinosa, and Hemophysalis longicornis, and can also be passed from mother to unborn puppies. B. gibsoni mainly affects pitbull terriers. B. anne, thought to be transmitted by Ixodos hexagonus. Symptoms of Babesia include fever, weakness, pale mucous membrane, depressions, swollen lymph nodes, enlarged spleen, abnormal dark urine, sudden collapse with systematic shock, hemolytic crisis. Specialized laboratories can use PCR techniques to detect and differentiate between Babesia species. Thank you, everyone, and mostly thank you to Vinissa, and have a nice day to all.